to this Wednesday, November the 2nd edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. How are we doing, buddy?
Good. How are you doing?
We are good. Of course, October was, we were honoring and supporting the fight against liver cancer for Liver Cancer Awareness Month for my aunt. An update on her. She should be coming home this week, so that is good news. Also, so we're back to the normal sign. I'm back to wearing shirts, and the Cubs, as it's November, we're taping this on Tuesday. The Cubs are still alive in the month of November. Again, this is airing, again, we're taping this before Game 6, so if the Indians did pull it out last night, congratulations, you're the World Series champions. And if not, either way, Friday, I'll give my thoughts on the Cubs, because I gotta be in the right mindset. But so if the Indians did win last night, congratulations on a tremendous season and ending your streak of winning one since 1948. Okay, now let's recap Raw. It was a Halloween edition on Monday. It started off with Goldberg coming out, and before he could even say a word, Paul Heyman comes out and says, "And here comes the Beast." The music hits. No one came out. And then it ends up being Rusev. Rusev tried to step on Goldberg, and it ended up being he got jackhammered, and then Paul Heyman got speared. Tony, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and it was a little rusty, but Goldberg still, it's still good to see the spear and jackhammer back in a WWE ring.
Yeah, you like to see Goldberg big time in the spear because look at his face. He looks up at the camera, and then he turns around and hits Paul Heyman with the spear. So Paul Heyman didn't see it coming, but I got this Monday night, Brock Lesnar will be back, and it's getting close to Survivor Series.
Trick or Street fight. Enzo defeats Gallows, and then of course Pumpkin Pie got thrown in the face of Carl Anderson, and it was just hoopla. Cruiserweight title on the line. TJ Perkins defeats Brian Kendrick by countout. Tony, are you looking for a rematch between those two again?
No, I don't think so. This has got to be. There's more cruiserweights in line. I think TJ Perkins is done as getting a title shot.
Okay, Mick Foley comes out and talks about the team Survivor Series team. I fell asleep during this promo, actually. But I know Jericho came out, Owens came out, Reigns came out. Tony, explain what happened.
Mick Foley came out and Dick Pumpkins. He announced that what happened at Hell in a Cell between Kevin and the Universal title Hell in a Cell match was stupid and everything. He did not like the ending. However, Kevin Owens and Jericho came out. They funded Mick Foley, and then they declared that Canada's a better country, and then here comes Roman Reigns, and then all hell broke loose.
Okay, and then the Battle Royal. Braun Strowman almost gets eliminated by Sami Zayn, but it ends up being Braun Strowman getting the better half, and he wins the Battle Royal. It was also announced Braun Strowman is a member of Team Raw. Cedric Alexander, Lindsay Dorado, and Rich Swann defeats Daivari, Gulak, and Nice. Charlotte and Bayley cut a promo, what ends up showing that Nia Jax is also a part of the Team Raw for the women's side. Nia Jax then defeats Bayley. Sheamus and Cesaro defeat the Shining Stars in the United States title on the line. Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho ends in a no contest when Kevin Owens attacks Roman Reigns. Did I miss anything, Tony? Because again, as I said, I was dozed in and out in between the show. I was tired.
Well, after the Owens and Jericho attacked Roman Reigns, here comes Seth Rollins, and he even helped the score. So it looks like Seth Rollins might be added to the Survivor Series match. This Survivor Series team, this Raw team, and going to the Smackdown team, it's dangerous.
Now you're gonna see two members of the Shield on one team, and probably Dean Ambrose will be on Team Smackdown.
Yeah, I want to see what Smackdown gets to. But right now, as of last night, I believe Raw has got the more dominant in the Survivor Series right now.
We'll see what happens. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we are going to preview Ring of Honor and NXT. That's next on the Ringside Report. Welcome back here to the Ringside Report. On this date, Raw in 1998 won the ratings battle for the Monday Night Wars and never lost one again.
Yeah, that was the craziest year ever because that was the fall. That was the real fall of WCW. Right after Halloween Havoc.
No, that was in '99 when it really went down the shitter, wasn't it?
No, it was 98. No, it was 90. No, it was
99. 99's Halloween Havoc was a disaster. Was 98 the year that the main event got turned off?
Yeah, that was it. 98 was it. It was Goldberg versus DDP. It was.
They had to air it on.
They came up and it quickly disappeared.
They had to air it on Nitro, right?
Yeah, they aired it on Nitro for free.
Folks, for you people that were able to piece together the Hell in a Cell wrap-up that we did on Monday's edition of the Ringside Report, me and Scott Beatty did it from the Brat Stop. We stayed there after SSW to watch the Cub game. I got the results, still to the taping this, have not got a chance to watch Hell in a Cell, but just to give you, because it was hectic. Tony, when you get drunk fans in the middle of the Ringside Report, things go wrong.
We've had very powerful shows.
Yeah, we've had, yes, we have. By the way, the updated standings is I have 84.5, Tony has 72.5. Tony will have the picks for Survivor Series. Tony, you almost got to run the board to be able to have a chance to win this thing to avoid a pie in your face.
Well, at least I came through with Hell in a Cell. I get some good matches, but I'm going to have to run the board with Survivor Series.
Yes, you will. Okay, now let's preview Ring of Honor and NXT. Of course, Ring of Honor going to be taking place this, of course, tonight. Ring of Honor, I haven't got a chance to watch yet. Of course, really, I haven't really watched anything. My mind right now is on the World Series and my team. And as soon as that settles down, the Bulls are off to a good start. I got to start watching them. The Hawks are playing good. So I'll get back on the bandwagon of things I'm supposed to be watching. But right now, my attention's a little distracted. You got to work with me. But Ring of Honor, they're getting closer to Final Battle. Cody Rhodes is going to be there, Tony. Most likely to face Adam Cole. Are you looking? Is that match you think Kyle O'Reilly is going to get the world title shot at Final Battle? I still don't know if Silas Young won this match. There's a lot of things that got to happen. Tony, who is going to be your main event? Who is Kyle O'Reilly going to face for that world title at Final Battle December the 2nd?
Well, I believe they're going to probably make Adam Cole win by Cody Rhodes win by disqualification, and Silas Young go with that disqualification. They're going to end up to the Final Battle, making it a four-way dance for the. But the problem is with Final Battle, you have to compete against the last pay-per-view they just did, because I heard that pay-per-view stole the show.
It did, especially with Ladder Wars. It was tremendous. So again, Ring of Honor will have full results of that coming up on Friday's show. Now let's preview NXT. That is also tonight. They're keeping up with the matches for the Dusty Rhodes Memorial Tag Team Tournament. Of course, they're having the Dusty Rhodes Classic. There's a lot of good teams in it, Tony. Your thoughts? Who is going to win this whole thing? Of course, the semifinals and finals will take place at TakeOver in less than 3 weeks.
Well, you know, I watched TakeOver last year when it was in a wrestling show. But TakeOver is going to be a weird place in Toronto because already the Survivor Series is sold out. TakeOver is sold out. But Samoa Joe and Shinsu Nakamura, they should make it into a match where it should be classic. Their last match wasn't that classic.
No, and I think you're going to see a great match there, and also Mickie James going to come back. Are you looking for TakeOver Toronto to be the best yet? It seems like TakeOver Brooklyn wins it every year. Do you think TakeOver Toronto is going to outshine and outperform TakeOver Brooklyn?
No, I don't think. If you look at the last couple TakeOvers they did, last year's TakeOver Brooklyn was the show. But TakeOver Dallas this year has so far stole the show because it was a great pay-per-view.
Okay, we'll see what happens there. That is TakeOver, of course, is November the 19th. Survivor Series November 20th. Still a lot to happen before then. We're taking time out. When we come back, we're going to preview Impact for Thursday. That's next on the Ringside Report. On this date in memory, Tony, the fabulous Moolah passed away in 2007.
Yeah, she was a great pioneer, but the favorite was Mae Young when she tried to control Mae Young.
Well, if she would have controlled her, we wouldn't have all saw Mae Young's boobs.
But don't forget, she
Holy crap. Okay, let's preview Impact. Before we do, we didn't get a chance to recap last week's on Monday's show because we had a recap in the SSW post show. So let's go to that real quick. EC3 and Jesse Goddard's lose to Aaron Rex and Eli Drake. Grado and Robbie E come out. Grado gets the, Grado all of a sudden comes out and is like a new member of the Bromans. He's dressed in Bromans attire. But then the Masked Men come out and they attack those two and then offer a tag team title match next week with the Hardys. So I believe that's going to happen this week. Team X Gold, DK. Rockstar Spud said he had a tag team. It is DK. Don't forget, Abyss was an X Division champion. Stevie, Crazy Steve is a X Division wrestler, but DJ Z, Mandrews, and Broxton Sutter win. World title match contract signing. That'll happen this week. Actually, there was no brawl in that one, which is a first. Laurel defeats Allie, and Cody and Brandy defeat Mike Bennett and Maria. Following the match backstage, Cody gets attacked by Bobby Lashley. So let's talk about this week's show. World title match, it's going to be Bobby Lashley getting his opportunity against, or he's going to be getting his chance against Eddie Edwards. The question here is Cody Rhodes going to get involved in that match?
Oh, Cody Rhodes is going to get involved. He wants Bobby Lashley not to get the world title so he can shot against Eddie Edwards.
And then, of course, like we said, these Masked Men, Tony, they say they're going to take over. What?
It reminds me of H's and H all over again.
And it also reminds me with all the static of the 0.1%.
Oh, yeah,
do you think that's where that do you think that's where that Brandon kid and Pee Wee and all them went to? Are they in TNA now?
I hope not. That would be stupid.
We'll see if that happens, but of course, what is the, are they going to win? They have a tag team title match against the Hardys, Tony. Is that happening? Are we going to see these masked guys start to take gold away from TNA?
I don't think so. I think somebody's playing a trick or something on these masked men. I don't know who they are, but I want to ask you a question. What the hell is wrong with Spud?
He's an odd duck, but that's a very smart move that he made. Knowing that Abyss was a former X Division champion, and they still couldn't beat DJ Z and all them guys. So I don't know what's up, but Spud, he's a smart guy there.
He goes into the Impact office. He's trying to get kicked out of the Impact office. He's nothing but a Spud.
You can say that again. Okay, I don't know what else is taking place, but okay, another question. Is Lashley going to win? Is he walking out with the world title tomorrow night on Impact?
If he can hit the spear and beat Eddie Edwards, he's done it before, but remember, Eddie's got a trick up his sleeve. As long as he stays healthy, I think Bobby Lashley might walk out world champion.
We'll see what happens.
But there's also rumors that, I believe that these are true, that Maria's leaving TNA too.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Is Mike Bennett going with her?
I don't think so. I think she'll stay, but she'll go. Nothing but a cancer.
Also, I want to give kudos to the best Halloween costumes in WWE, as the New Day dressed up as the 3 best gimmicks for what would you call him? The Godfather? One of them, Kofi Kingston was the Godfather. You had Papa Shango as Xavier Woods, and then you had Big E be Kama Mustafa. What a job.
That was a good one.
Okay, so that's going to wrap it up. Our next will be preview for Friday. We're going to recap SmackDown, Ring of Honor, and NXT. That should be exciting, and hopefully on Friday, either way, I'll give a shout-out to my Cubs, whether they are world champions or just that close. So we'll see what happens. That'll wrap it up for Anthony Swoody. I'm Ryan Young. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.